Hello and welcome to a new video. In today's video we're going to take a look at updates for Pokemon Go. There have been some new things released here and some more things got found out towards Pokemon Go and a lot of the new releases that are coming up. And today we're going to go through them all. The first one is going to be that the Adventure Week 2025 just got announced yesterday. And in this event, you're going to be able to encounter a new Pokemon, which is going to be Toedscruel, which is using different candies than the Tentacool, but it is of course based on them. They are living on land. They're going to be a grass and ground type Pokemon, just like Torterra. But unlike Torterra, they actually have a fast move that makes sense on them, that gives them some kind of play. We're going to take a look at them afterwards. Here we're going to take a look real quick on how to get this Pokemon. It's going to be 50 candies to evolve this thing into Toedscruel. And here we're going to see these spawns during this event. We're also going to get Shiny Wiglet, which is kind of cool. As you're going to see here, those are going to be the city encounters. Going to get Sizzlipede in the wild for the first time, which is kind of nice there as well. We're going to have Forest or Grassland, where we're going to be able to get the new Pokemon, Toedscruel here, as a rare encounter. Have to see on how I get this one. But yeah, I hope that Park's going to count as Grassland. I'm not too sure about that, but we will see. We're going to have here mountains, where you're going to get Gligar, Rufflet, Drillbur, and Hippopotas. We're going to have the beach, where you're going to have access to the Pokemon Wiglet, which is having now the option to be shiny. You're going to have some research encounters there, and you have some encounters with event-themed Pokemon with timed research, and then you have one that you can buy as well, where you're going to get Beldum, Sandygast, and Fidough, but not actually the new Pokemon. So that's going to be an interesting one. Wiglet has one of the coolest shinies. I love this shiny, like it's such a cool one. Especially the first one. I like the first one even more than the second one, but both of them are really cool. But yeah, this is going to be for the first event here. Toedscruel itself, though, we have already the things in the code, like the different kind of moves for that one. And as you're gonna see, it actually has an interesting moveset of Earth Power, Seed Bomb, Acid Spray, Wrap, and as a fast move, Mud Step and Mud Shot. Mud Step, of course, is going to be the ideal fast move for this Pokemon, one of the best fast moves in the game. Wrap recently got a buffed, which is going to be making it a cool move as well. Being a clone of, I don't know, it drops the opponent's defense, I think, actually, so it's not really a clone of anything there. But Wrap is going to be kind of cool. 45 energy, 60 damage, going to be interesting. Seed Bomb is a move that I hope is going to get buffed in the future, which would make this Pokemon then even better. Acid Spray could even work out as well with having Stab, Mud Slap. But this Pokemon gets up to 2,700 here with a low attack stat, good defense, and good HP. Means it has actually solid IVs or like stats for the Open Great and Ultra League there. As we will see here for the Open Great League, you're going to see 115, 15 is going to be the best thing, and you're going to have here the moveset of Wrap and Seed Bomb. I would actually even say that you could go ahead and go give it Earth Power here and just don't go for Wrap at all, and I do think it would be a solid Pokemon to run still. Is it going to be the best Pokemon in the beginning? Absolutely not, but it's a Pokemon with a ton of potential. It's a Pokemon with a ton of potential. If it gets a bit of a better grass type move, this Pokemon is going to be absolutely fantastic. And I do think that this Pokemon is a keeper. Like, you have already a very unique typing that would have been good in a lot of metas previously before already with the ground and grass. You're going to have Mud Step already on it, which is one of the best fast moves. You have some type of coverage there, at least with the challenge moves already. You just need like this tiny bit to make it absolutely strong there. But even in the Ultra League you can run it, where you're going to need XL candies, which is going to be difficult because, again, this is going to take different candies than the Tentacruel most likely, even though they're based on each other. It's not a regional form, it's like, I don't know, it's a bit of a different thing there. But as you can see here, Toedscruel in the Open Ultra League looks like a cool Pokemon as well. Definitely something that I think it's worth getting. It's a very cool Pokemon to have. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting one here. Next up, we're going to talk about the Quaxly Community Day, where everything was already released before. 3 times catch stars is kind of cool. I sadly cannot play the Community Day, but I'm still going to try to make a video mostly towards that. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting one here, as we will see already as well, that Aqua Step is going to get released here, and we had 55 power and the attack increase. Now in the code was found that the energy value of this move as well, which is 40, which honestly is not great, as we see as well, the difference between Torch Song and Aqua Step. It just all doesn't really make sense. You have also Flower Trick still. Torch Song is so much better than any of the other two. I don't know why there needs to be like that big of a gap of the damage output. or like if Aqua Step would be good for this for like the Quaxly, you kind of want to have at least 35 energy on it, which I think still would have worked out here. I feel like Flower Trick and Aqua Step kind of got messed up a little bit. I think they're both kind of worth buffing in the future, but yeah, Torch Song is very, very strong, which is solid. But as you can see here, you don't really need Aqua Step. Like you see here, I feel like the first one's the normal moveset currently, the second one with Hydro Cannon, with just an upgrade to Aqua Jet. Like Hydro Cannon is Aqua Jet plus 10 damage. And then you have here the Aqua Jet, yeah. Aqua Jet and Aqua Step is kind of different things here. Then we have Aqua Step here on the last one, plus Close Combat. As you can see, like it's not really making a difference there at all currently. This Pokemon needs a better fast move. As if it gets a better fast move in the future, this Pokemon is going to be absolutely fantastic, by the way. But I don't think that Aqua Step ever is going to have any play, because it is way safer to just go for Hydro Cannon and Close Combat, which are 2-step moves, which are very, very strong. And yeah, there's no point of boosting a Pokemon that has not really a lot of bulk, that has very strong other charge moves that it couldn't go for. So as long as this Pokemon gets a better fast move, this one will be a very, very interesting one for PvP. We have to talk a little bit about AEGISLASH. AEGISLASH recently got changed a bit in the code as well again, where the moves kind of got shifted around, where it lost access to Fury Cutter after the buff of Fury Cutter. This event itself is going to be absolutely fantastic and is going to give you 4 times Catch Stardust as well, which is going to be lovely, starting on the 22nd of July. It's going to be very, very cool. And also, you can only get this from raids. I will most likely be a bit late at showcasing this one. We have like, family over. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting Pokemon to showcase as well. You can get it from raids and you can get it from Go Battle League encounters. For the Open Great League, as you can see here, you would need XL Candy for this Pokemon as well, which is going to be very difficult to get in the beginning. So it's going to be a bit weaker in the beginning until people get like everything together for it. The thing is for this Pokemon here, that the moveset got changed again. You only have now Air Slash and Psycho Cut. Psycho Cut clearly the best move, and then you have only like a limited amount of charge moves as well, with Shadow Ball the best charge move that they can have there kind of currently, and Flash Cannon to give like even some Steel type coverage, but this stats itself is Bastion level. The thing is as well, we don't know exactly yet on how it works and how the form change is going to happen. What we know is the form change is going to happen during PvP as well. And what we also had now in the code apparently is that if it's in shield form, fast attacks do 0 damage to it. Which seem a bit wild, to be fair. I don't know on how to balance this. I honestly don't know on how to balance this. Yeah, again, everything here right now, by the way, is just speculation. It's not gonna be something that actually needs to be in the game like this. But currently we see stuff like this here. This Pokemon looks already very overpowered. I have no idea on how they're gonna do it with the form change though, because if we're gonna see here, if we wanna go for the AEGISLASH Blade form, here you have level 50, here you're gonna have level 22.5. How do they want to change that? In order to, yeah, I don't know, like the one has a high attack stat, no defense, no stamina. The other one has like, I don't know. I'm actually curious. I have no idea yet on how this is gonna work. That's gonna be one of the most interesting Pokemon releases that we ever had for PvP. Yeah, let me know down below what you think. Especially with 0 damage from fast attacks, I find that's kind of mad. I don't know what Pokemon would really benefit from this then. Maybe something like Registeel, which just gonna get energy then fast and doesn't rely on charge move damage anyway. What Pokemon going to be more common than in the meta? I have no idea. As a final little note here, the moveset of Eternatus got changed. It still has, I think, Dragon Tail and Poison Jab. It got rid of Cross Poison here. This is like my own version of P-Poke. Still, Cross Poison is gonna be gone now. This move is not gonna be there. Such Bomb it has instead, which I find a bit sad, but I could see that maybe Eternatus would be a little bit too strong otherwise, but I don't even agree with that either. I don't think it would have been too strong because it would have had a weakness against the Steel-type Pokemon, which are quite common. But the thing here as well, this Pokemon got access now to Dynamax Cannon, which it doesn't have direct access in the code, but it will have when it will get released. And Dynamax Cannon is a clone of Drill Run, a very strong move, 80 damage, 45 energy. Not as strong as something like a Side Strike, which is 90 damage, 45 energy. But even with it, a recent change here, the first moveset of Dragon Tail, Sludge Bomb, and Dynamax Cannon is going to be able to beat most of the current meta, which is kind of giving it definitely some play. I don't think that Eternatus is going to be the best Pokemon ever, but it's going to be an interesting Pokemon nonetheless. And this is going to be it for this video. I hope this kind of update helped you. Toedscruel definitely something to get I'm very much worried about the AEGISLASH situation. I'm not too sure. Yeah, it's not too clear like which form is going to be available, and not too clear on how this actually going to work with a form change there. This is going to be an interesting thing. I'm curious. Stay tuned. Again, most of the other information here, it's just something that still can change for sure. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and I will see you then. Bye bye.